Oh, g'day Sean, mate. Thank you for reaching out. I really appreciate and accept the challenge to try and teach you a few things on the ring so you can make better use of that bit of equipment for your own training and also for your clients, mate. So, obviously, I'm no expert, but I'm going to teach you little bits and pieces that I know. So, when you think about the rings, there's two ways that I understand that we need to think about them. One is exercises that happen below the rings, and then exercises that happen above the rings. So obviously the below the ring stuff, pulling, lat-based, back-based exercises, and then the ones above the rings, more chest, triceps, shoulder exercises. So just keep that in mind. And then the goal over time, and a lot of people don't even get to this stage or don't want to, is to be able to combine the two exercises, to be able to go from below the rings to above the rings and back again. So that's the funky stuff that we see in the Olympics, and the stuff that's it's a bit more fun. So that's down the track. So today I'm just going to go through a few below the rings exercises, some really basic stuff, and then build up. So one of the most basic exercises that we use mostly is the ring row, okay? And there's a few different variations of it. And this is really a progression that we use towards a pull-up on a bar or pull-ups on a ring. So I'll just give you a little quick demo of a ring row. Really quite basic, obviously looking for that nice straight, strong body. There's a few things you can do, funk around with the hands, so that just a normal neutral grip row is usually what we start with. But then we also use a lot of a supinating grip ring row, which just helps the scapulars retract a little bit more. So it's something you can start with and start a lot of people on. The next thing is a hinge row. Now some people think that the hinge row might come first. I find that the hinge row is a little bit more complex. I like to start people with something that's a little bit easier for their mind and their body. So a hinge row, let's have a look at what that looks like. So I gave you two variations there. The first one, a straight leg version, and the second one, the bent leg version. Just note with the hands, I'm going from my arms being straight to a rotation where my thumb is backwards. And when I think about it, I think that I'm kind of hitchhiking. That's the motion that I'm doing. And what we're doing is we're getting this external rotation. So we're working a whole bunch of little muscles that are in the shoulder. Mate, for you, this is where I would start playing around. I'd start playing around with the hinge row. And it's a little bit mobility determinant, so I know your shoulders are a little bit tight, so have a play with it. I'd be keen to see what your hinge row looks like. Okay, so they're the feet on the ground, below the rings movements, just a couple of basic ones. And then what we do is we start to move to the feet off the ground rings movements. So, mate, these ones, like JT mentioned, the ring pull-up. So I like a nice neutral, start with a nice neutral grip ring pull-up and try and bring the thumb to the chest, and then right down to a dead hang, thumb to the chest, 3 sets of 5. You can also do the supination, okay, so where you start with your palm away, and then as you pull up, you come to your palm forward. I like to get a little bit of contact at the top there, and I'm always looking for that squeeze in the back. I don't want this hunched. If you're having to pull up and you're losing it and you're hunching, you're probably doing an exercise that's a little bit too advanced or too many reps I want you to stop before that happens. Mate, the last exercise that is probably one of the most challenging for the feet off the ground pull-up version is the Bulgarian pull-up. Now this one, what it looks like is it's almost, I liken it to a lat pull down, okay? A lat pull down. So you're starting hanging with your palms face away, and then as you pull down, you pull the rings out to the side, okay? And they finish wide. So obviously they're gonna wanna stay together, okay? But the beauty of the rings is that they move, okay? That's the beauty of them. That's what makes them so hard. And so what I want you to do is if you pull and you pull those rings out to the side, okay? And back down and out to the side, okay? Bulgarian pull-up, it's a ripper. Like 3 reps of that is just nasty. So, 3 to 5 sets of 3 to 5 reps on your way. All right, mate. I'm gonna do another video for you, which is above the rings. Look out for that.